In the recent chapters of Solo Leveling, we interacted with subjects that we did not expect to happen in the story, like the introductions of the Monarch of the Beginning, Legia, and a national hunter that goes by the name of Christopher Reed. Both really cool characters that had a lot of potential in the story, but unfortunately this potential had to go to waste, because they both died in the spot. One was brutally killed by Sun Jin-woo, and the other one was killed by three monarchs, the Monarch of Bristly Fangs, the Monarch of Plague, and the Monarch of Iron Body. But apparently after finding the corpse of Chris, the Hunter Association suspects that Sun Jin-woo's father, Hwan, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, was behind the murder. But would he really do that, seeing his son succeed as a hunter and accomplish stuff that he couldn't do back when he was in S-class? Would he really fail his son like that? What's up guys, Fia here, and in today's video we will talk about Sun Jin-woo's father and his attentions. But as a manga reader, I know, it did happen in the light novel. You should read the light novel. Listen, it's not like the webtoon followed everything step by step, and I don't have to read the series to understand it. I hate reading in the first place. It's just, you can't read. What? Why would you make a video in a series that you don't want to read? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, learn how to damn read, bruh. I don't feel like reading though. Like I got other stuff to do. Man. Like
spell your name right now, bro. No, I want you to spell fear right now.
So with that said, if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe for more Solo Leveling content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for more webtoon/manhwa content. And now, let's get into the video. Now, in chapter 138 of Solo Leveling, we get introduced to a national authority rank hunter by the name of Christopher Reed, or Red, one of the most powerful hunter out there. But Lady Selner, the one that usually gives power boost to hunters, had a dream about Chris dying. Of course, this dream was a future sight, a gift that Lady Selner had, and with his big title, Chris didn't believe her. So he went back to bed and hoped that this nonsense would stop. But later on the day, he felt a presence while sleeping. So he woke up and dropped a glass of wine on the ground. But the glass didn't make any sound when it broke. And that's because 3 or 4 of the monarchs was here patiently waiting to kill him or capture him. But we'll go with the first option. And of course, 3 of them was present in the scene, which are the Monarch of Bristly Fangs, a monster that shares the appearance of a human but with extreme raw power that we only saw back in chapter 107 and chapter 129. But now he's doing something with the other monarchs because, you know, back in the days they were not so friendly with each other. But now we see them having evil plans and execute them right away. But after him we got the 2 new characters that we didn't see before, which are the Monarch of Plague, Keshra, a rather dark, attractive woman if you ask me, that has the power of mind control, poison spit, and regeneration. But right after her, there's the Monarch of Iron Body, a creature that also looks like a human, but someone who we don't know nothing about yet. He was probably the one behind the operation. But in that in mind, we get to see more characters in action than Sun Jin-woo. Probably even other hunters from different countries. You know, your boy trying to see some people from Canada up in here. But for now, we have to figure out how strong is Sun Jin-woo, because the energy that the murder scene gave off was the same than his. So first off, we have to consider that Hwan is at least as strong as a monarch or even stronger. But we don't know yet. If anything, we saw how strong he was back in chapter 64 where he destroyed Hwangwon-soo over the location of his son. And this all happened in Korea if I'm not mistaken. If it's not the case, then make sure to roast me in the comments at this point. I don't care. But when the big S-gate was open back in the States, who was there waiting to see what could happen? Hwan. He was on top of a building waiting to see his son in action, but there's something he said that kind of changed the whole purpose of that. It's finally beginning. Everything is flowing according to the predetermined tragedy, leaving us with a lot of ideas to figure out. One being the fact that Hwan is probably part of the monarchs, and in the webtoon, I repeat, in the webtoon only 8 monarchs were revealed, and we still don't know how the last one looks like. Now listen, I'm not saying that he could be the last one, he doesn't even fit the description, but we can be sure that he works for them, because if not, he would just try to stop the crisis. But it wouldn't feel right to just doom your whole family. No, of course not. In the first place, he wanted to see them Why would he do that? And there's only one explanation that comes to terms when it's about this specific situation, and that's training. I think that Sun Jin-woo's father is training his son to something bigger coming up, like a bigger threat to humanity than a giant attacking a part of the US. I think he's preparing for an attack that could be bigger than the incident that happened years ago, and that's a war. A big war that could cause a whole massive destruction towards the humanity. And right now, he's trying to see the potential of his son with his new power. And between me and you, I still think that Sun Jin-woo's father is stronger than Sun Jin-woo himself, because I don't know, it's his father. He was an S-class hunter before, and to me, it wouldn't feel normal to have a son that's stronger than you in a anime series. Like, for example, take Minato and Naruto. Of course, Minato was stronger than Naruto back then, but now, you know who's stronger. And between me and you, I think that Hwan is definitely stronger than any monarch because of the fight that happened back in Korea between him and the other S-class hunter. This fight alone explained to us and made us understand that we don't need to mess with Sun Jin-woo's father because it's his father. There's a reason. I believe this thing, right? There's a reason why Sun Jin-woo is so strong, and that's because of his father. His heritage or blood-related stuff, whatever you want to call it, I think he is strong because of his father. His father was an S-class hunter and got stuck inside of a S-class gate for years, and while he was stuck inside that gate, Sun Jin-woo was born. And I think that he was looking over him while Sun Jin-woo was just getting money to help his mother out by completing E-class or even B-class gates. But when he saw his son almost die, he had to do something, so I think that Sun Jin-woo's father sent him this quest that he quote-unquote completed. That could have been a part of his power given to Sun Jin-woo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more webtoon content. Make sure to leave one of your favorite webtoons in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.